relates to a video. Seen this report. Seen a video. Man, Truth doing a video relating to incident happened in Aurora, Colorado, which is a suburb city outside of Denver. This relates to police watching a local after a call of global protests over Venezuela election. Let me see. Aurora booted for hundreds from apartment building. We follow one mother of three. She figure out. Residents of Fitzsimmons apartments evicted by the city of Aurora because they taking over those apartment complexes, man. I believe it's Tren de Aragua, if I'm pronouncing it right. So it's a Venezuelan gang, you know what I mean? It's taking over those apartments, man. Aurora shuts down the apartment complex as tenants struggle to find new homes, so they're evicted. And pretty much because of the category group of people it's not really a high priority, man. You know what I mean? So they're not going to super get in charge or try to do anything really about it, man. Former arrest of condemned Aurora apartments building files. Lawsuit has moved out. You had an incident here with in Florida. There's 4 individuals from I believe South America too. They were scoping out houses in different counties of Florida, Hillsborough, Polk, Manatee County, homes, people, well-to-do homes. They scope them out. They scope the areas out, and they when there's opportunity, when they're gone, when they know somebody ain't there, then they'll go in and break in those homes. So I think it was like 1.7 million of things were stolen relating to that. Let me see. Get that real quick. Let me find that. So that happened in Florida, counties in Florida. So these So they were dressed up in disguise as workers, construction, different types of, just pretty much scoping houses, man, you know what I mean, of, suburb areas, man, in different counties. We'll get a scripture in a minute. I'm trying to find this thing for this. Let me see. Here we go. Brady Joe speaks on a Colombian theft gang ring targeting Florida business owners. Polk County deputy says 4 from the South Americans stole about 1.7 million in property from 9 homes in pretty much 6 Florida counties. Polk County was one, Manatee, Hillsborough, probably going to say Pinellas, well, at least 6 of them, man. There's just a few there. So they were targeting these nice areas, nice homes in these nice areas, man. They would be disguised as certain things to blend in, cloak in, so they can do surveillance and pretty much monitoring what they're going to do. And when they got the opportunity, they would go in there, you know, when they weren't there, to break and steal these things, man. So that was these Colombian groups, 4 of them, I believe, scoping different areas, different counties relating to different homes, man. Let me get a scripture real quick. Going back to Aurora, it's pretty much one of the cities, like 3rd largest cities in Denver area. Aurora is Colorado's 3rd largest city and the largest Denver suburb. So a suburb of diverse population, more than 374,000. Trojan horse, we'll get that. You had an incident with so-called 2.9 relating to possibly Social Security and personal information being compromised. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, it's allegedly, you know what I mean, allegedly relating to that. So Social Security and the identity theft again, relating to hackers. That was a report yesterday. You have going to the Trojan horse. In simple terms, a person or thing intended secretly to undermine or bring about a downfall of the enemy or opponent. Part of that could be from using person, place, and things. It could be a physical. It could be through technology, computers, for example, hacking. It can be through infiltration. Infiltration related to person, place, and things, people, different types of people, diversity of people. Some have good intentions, some might not, you know what I mean? So that's a form of a Trojan horse. A program designed to breach the security of a computer system while outstandingly performing some innocuous functions, man. So that goes to a virus, man. You know, incrementally and sometimes simultaneously, little by little, breaking down relating to the system or the function of that system, man. In this case, this virus relating to a physical virus using people, which is infiltrating and compromising relating to going into the system here, which is this system of America, man. Compromising little by little, incrementally, little by little. So it's just another form of a Trojan horse, man. Person or thing intended to secretly or to undermine or bring about a downfall of the enemy opponent. Now that Trojan horse, when you look it up, that Trojan horse from the outside looks like it's no threat. but internally something could be inside of it, man. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like let me say, like this. This goes back to used by the Greeks during the Trojan War, city of Troy. We got here. So the people are trying to figure out what it is, man, because they don't know how to make it and how to deal with it. You know, they trying to figure out what it is. So that's the disguise. So it disguises itself. So, you know, it comes in without, you know, any real threat. Then suddenly, Scripture talks about when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come, man. That sudden's what? Unexpected. Then something happens suddenly and unexpectedly. All right, let's get Ezekiel real quick. So that relates to the Tren de Agua taking over, relating to that apartment complex. Then you have, so yeah, I was relating to that. I see now in a report on somebody's video. Then you have, and we'll go into different news. Let me get Ezekiel real quick. Scripture says, Sirach 5:15, be not ignorant anything in a great matter or small, not ignoring or be ignorant in general relating to great or small matters, man. Ezekiel 38. I get it from a GNT. This is what the sovereign Lord says to God. And when that time comes, you will start to think of an evil plan. So the Lord's putting the spirit on in God, man, to think of an evil plan, to devise. And the plan goes to thought, imagination, thought relating to the mind of what evil plan. Scripture talks about Proverbs 24, talking about let me get it real quick. .24 and 8. Whoever plots evil will be known as a schemer. So that's a mischievous person. That's a schemer, man. Mischievous person goes to one who devises even intent or to do harm, man. That's a schemer. That's an NIV version. I want to read the KJV real quick. For their heart study of destruction, and their lips talk of mischief, man. So that's the wicked, man. The heart study of destruction. Part of that's their researching, devising, planning, scheming, calculating, and so they can go forth with their intent, man. And their lips talk of mischief, which is deceit. Number 8. Go to that. You have he that devises to do evil, devises goes to plan. It goes to plan. That's what that goes to. A mischievous person is a person who wants to do harm. You know what I mean? Intent to do harm, or even serious harm. That's what that scripture goes to. Let me go back to Ezekiel real quick. The scripture talks about Proverbs. They don't rest until they're fulfilled relating to their purpose, man. They don't sleep. That's in the 4:16 of Proverbs, I believe, around that area. So these are the thoughts and plans and imaginations in the hearts and the minds of the wicked, man. Who have intent to do nefarious things. Nefarious is bad and evil things, man. G&T, go to there. That's the ones in a position of power specifically, man. This is what the sovereign Lord said to God. And when that time comes, you will start thinking up an evil plan. You will decide to invade a helpless country, where the people live in peace and security, in unwalled towns or villages, in scripture, that have no defenses. And that's what's happening. So the Lord's putting a thought in the minds of the ones in power to relate into it, so they can do certain things to that helpless country where the people dwell peace and safety, unwalled towns, villages with no defenses, no barriers, no protection, man. And that's what you're seeing, using person, place, and things in form of optics of a Trojan horse, in various forms of Trojan horses, whether through technology or actual physical or other forms of it, man. So you're seeing that. These gangs and stuff is part of that, man. You will plunder and loot the people who live in the cities that once in ruins. They have been gathered from the nations, and now they have livestock and property and live at the crossroads of the world. So you're going to invade that helpless country where the people dwell peace and safety. That's the scripture talks about when they say peace and safety and then sudden destruction. That part of that sudden destruction is the infiltration, is the siege and occupying, man, because that's what that scripture goes to as well. Siege and occupying, you know what I mean? Also motive and opportunity relating to that. Infiltration relating to that, man, because it has no form of defenses or forms of barriers to protect itself, man. And that's what you're saying, man. That was something real quick. We're going to go into that. That was in Florida, relating to that. And that was just 4 people. This is over in Colorado, relating to apartment complex. They took over apartment complex. And sometimes you got, certain things take over certain things, like from the drugs and different things. So that drugs is part of that infiltration itself as well, is with the gangs and different. You got different groups of people coming in here, some for good intentions, but some not. From diversity all over the world, you know what I mean? So you have a mixture of different things coming in here. And the problem is they don't have the resources to screen or screen out and weed out what they need to weed out as far as at the border, man. You know what I mean? The money can be spent relating to resources and different things if they want to, but they don't want to because it's political. There's politics behind it, man. So they make it politics and make it political, and they don't have no intent to do it. So whether by design, pre-orchestrated, or whatever the case might be, because they have the money to, if they wanted to, relating to personnel, technology, and different things to protect even its own borders. But they don't, but they won't. So what happens is they fall through the cracks. It could be by design. This is part of that. That's what I'm saying. So relating to this, and you're going to see more of these things. This is probably a lot more that we haven't heard of, because this is not exactly something that's really newsworthy as far as reporting, man. That means is, it's not politically media correct to report these things because they really don't want to. You know what I mean? That's why you don't hear about these things. And plus, like I said, because it pertains to a certain category and group of people, they're kind of like not priority. They're not high priority as far as, relating to immediate help or urgency of help, man. So that's why you're not going to hear these things, you know what I mean? And for other reasons as well. But that being said, I hope this helps relating to information. And give all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Makakadash. Because they had the means and resources, because quantitative ease and they print money like it's going out of style. They printed to go to these other countries that don't need that money. Why they try printing it for like in areas that need their money? For example, the borders. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, unless they purposely doing this, and we know from a scriptural aspect certain things have to happen, but just from a common sense carnal aspect, you probably want to protect your borders, man. You know what I mean? So you won't have different types of elements come in here try to infiltrate and destroy your areas, man. That being said, this is Zayah Wolf. I hope it helps relating to give all praise Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Bashem Rakaka Zayah. I hope it helps. Shalom.